Hello there, it's Tania Gabrielle, Wealth Astro-Numerologist. Welcome to Star Codes. This is the podcast where we look at an upcoming event in the stars and numbers to help us navigate the energies in the highest vibrational way possible. And in this case, it's going to be easy because the two benefics, Venus and Jupiter, are trine to each other on a most extraordinary date in the numerology code. So both in the stars and the numbers, it looks so exquisite. It's about abundance, it's about alchemy. There is a sense of incredible grace, incredible strength due to both codes, and it's really a lucky charm weekend and a lucky charm few days ahead of you. So this event, Venus trine Jupiter, happens on September 15th, 2024, and that date adds up to 23, so we'll get into that code in a moment. But first, Venus is in Libra at 20 degrees and Jupiter is in Gemini at 20 degrees. And that creates a 2020 code of perfect vision. So seeing things clearly, and in this case, love, wealth, abundance, joy, expansion, justice, and a lot of courage as well because of the numerology code, which you'll see in a moment. Now, Venus is in its own sign of Libra, and that really magnifies Venus's whole impact. And since Venus governs everything that has to do with beauty and pleasure and love, the anticipation and inspiration to create beauty and to share joy with Jupiter is really huge. So this trine with the two benefics in astrology brings maximum harmony, maximum balance. Communication, because of the air signs Libra and Gemini, is pleasant, is fun. Short distance travel is also recommended around this time because of Gemini, the sign of short distance travel, and Jupiter governs long distance travel. So you can do both actually and really get a boost in creativity and in general just enjoyment. Now, abundance is profoundly enhanced with this code. Both Jupiter and Venus are aligned to abundance, and because Venus is especially enhanced in Libra, the abundance also extends itself to relationships, love and platonic, but definitely close-knit relationships. So let's look deeper at the Astro-Numerology code, starting with the numbers. So the 15th of September, 15 is the spiritual alchemist. So it's the spiritual magician. It is the number of everything to do with expanding joy in your life, uplifting others through joy and love and creating magic. And then the whole date adds up to 23. And that is the royal star of the lion number, which is incredible. This is the strongest number in numerology. This is the number of strength and courage. It's all about the lion energy. And so you are nurturing yourself by investing in what you love, gaining tremendous strength and courage, and then able to create magic and alchemy. That means you can alchemize energy in a room, in a conversation, with a thought, with an idea. You can wake up and change something very easily and be rewarded for your courage to go and make that change. So there's so much goodness to explore. Now, the astrology code is all about optimism, feeling good, healing disharmony in relationships with a lot of ease if they need it. And it's great for dating and romance. Financial flow is absolutely enhanced, especially if you communicate about it, if you talk about it because of the air signs. It moves very, very fast. And since Venus governs both financial flow and love, and Jupiter governs joy and wealth, the ability to expand in those areas is so enhanced by you honoring pleasure. Holiday is short for holy day, taking time out from work. And this aspect, this trine, which is harmonious to begin with. It's the most harmonious connection we have in astrology, is that 120-degree trine is asking you to take that time to really just expand your heart and feel love and happiness. Now, Venus and Jupiter at 20 degrees, so here we do the Astro-Numerology, is basically allowing you to see so crystal clearly. So turn to those people who help you with that vision, who help you see things, because when you're able to be aware, you're able to wake up and then move forward with far greater ease, because you're actually dealing with the truth. And Libra is very aligned with truth. Libra is the balances. Libra is where Venus is. Libra and Venus love getting energy into balance. And Jupiter governs justice. So there's a sense of balance with both of these planets when they are aligned with Libra. So the ultimate justice is when you are creating change through awareness, because you bring things into alignment. You're taking responsibility. You're choosing how to respond. Responsibility is about responding to a situation, right? Literally being in the flow and creating harmony through your engagement with the situation. So your thinking is more effective when there is balance and harmony. You are much more effective. You're definitely in harmony with your purpose. You are aligned with your destiny. So taking responsibility for your actions and how you interact with the world, that is how life brings us energy back, because we're engaging with life. So we're receiving that energy in return. So break with the hard work ethic for a few days here, if you can, and really enjoy yourself. In that enjoyment itself will come wonderful inspiration. And then Jupiter's connection to Venus also initiates hope, and allowing hope and happiness into your life dissolves disturbances. It dissolves any kind of friction that might be there. And this joy then gets extended as a message to the universe that you are aligned with that frequency of joy. And Jupiter and joy are one and the same. So joy unifies you. When you laugh with others, you are in unity with them. And Venus is beautifying through love. So what better combination is there, really? And when you include the royal star, the lion number, that code, and the alchemist, the spiritual alchemist, they fill you with courage, with just the sense of upliftment, getting out of the muck and into a sense of freedom and lightness that actually allows you to be flexible, because you are delighted, because you are lightened up. And then there's one more thing about the number 15 that's really important. 15 reduces to 6. 6 is the number of your home, of family, of love, of nurturing. And 6 is combining with the number 8 in September, because September is a 17 universal month, which reduces to 8. And as you probably realize, 2024 is an 8 universal year. Now, numbers 8 and 6, when they combine, are completely aligned to abundance, prosperity, wealth, well-being. And so the number 6 is saying, is my home a place where I feel good? Does it exude a sense of abundance? And do I feel luxurious when I'm at home? Meaning, do I feel honored and pampered in my bedroom? Do I love going in there? Do I have beautiful blankets, pillows, or flowers, or paintings, or scents, right, in my living environment? Does my living environment as a whole feel good? Do I feel comfortable? And so that then goes even further. Is this location where I live conducive to my feeling all these wonderful things? You want to make sure that your home is a reflection of how you want to feel. And if you feel more obstacle energy, or pushing back energy, or difficulty, or challenging energy in the space you live, it will actually translate as that anxious energy in your life. And that could be for many reasons. It could be the address number. It could be the actual location, and very often it is based on your astrology. So you have good, neutral, and very challenging locations all around the world. And even within your greater neighborhood, there are some locations that are much more conducive based on certain lines in your chart than others. So you want to feel absolutely at home. You want to be in one of your happy places, because it is going to allow you to take advantage of these moments when they show up in the Astro-Numerology. Because you're already lined up with that energy where you live, where you spend your time, where you sleep, and often where you work as well. Like I do, I work at home. So astrocartography is based on your living and your permanent birth star code map. So you have permanent lines, and then you have lines that are temporarily, currently traveling over all over the world. So these birth lines are permanent. They crisscross the globe. They are latitude lines, they are longitude lines, and they are lines that are called local space lines. There are different levels to them, and you're probably most familiar with, if you have looked into astrocartography, you're most familiar with your main lines. But those main lines are just the beginning. And if that's all you look at, you can go wrong very easily, because the other Paran lines or latitude lines and the local space lines have a huge impact in a smaller area. But when they are in that area, they even can supersede at times the main lines. So it's very important to know your optimal and less optimal locations, and avoid the ones that are less optimal, travel, living, as much as possible, because they feel different to you than the ones that are very fortunate. So Venus trine Jupiter is really emphasizing beautiful surroundings, pleasure, abundance, love, travel, because of the Gemini placement of Jupiter, and Jupiter is also about long distance travel. So it's an invitation to explore your living environment. It's an invitation to explore future travel, future trips, future vacations, and know your most fortunate places to live. So I have a free masterclass for you at positivelocations.com. It's really fun. We go into all of this, all the lines, what you're missing out on, what you really need to watch for if you go do this yourself, because there's a common mistake that everybody makes when they go online. I also share a lot of celebrity astrocartography examples with you in the masterclass. So go watch Astrocartography, the Power of Fortunate Places, all for free, instant access. Just go to positivelocations.com. Have a wonderful Venus trine Jupiter weekend, and enjoy the days after, because the energy just continues with the Pisces eclipse that happens on the 17th, 18th of September. It literally creates an even bigger bubble around this wonderful trine. That's why I was saying earlier, it continues. You can take advantage of it all this next week. So enjoy those two benefics. Have a beautiful week. Lots of love. And I'll see you in next week's Star Codes podcast.